We're at Malibu Beach, home of the Pepperdine Waves, who tonight are taking on Cal State Northridge in men's basketball. Now, being the investigative reporter he is, Jason decided he wanted to get a first-hand glimpse of the waves by jumping in the water, which was not a good idea.
Horrible idea, horrible idea. I'm freezing all over. There may be some shrinkage, who knows?
He can't even bring out his words. He's shivering so much. But, you know, what's not cold are these three hot freshmen for the Waves.
They're quite good. We have a guy from Australia, Perth, Australia, named Daniel Johnson. Crazy hair. Two guys from the same high school in San Diego, Tyrone Shelley and Malcolm Thomas.
They're accounting for 78% of the offense.
Dan Johnson, a graduate of Australia's Institute of Sport, leads the team with 16 points per game. He can slide past defenders on the court, but was not able to slide a certain item past U.S. Customs.
I couldn't bring Vegemite with me. They wouldn't let me bring it on the plane, so I can't do that.
Malcolm Thomas and Tyrone Shelley, teammates at San Diego's Crawford High School last year, are already making their presence felt at Pepperdine. Thomas leads the team with 10 rebounds. Shelley is a vocal team leader and is even calling out two Southern California freshmen you may have heard of.
I think we got the best three tandem of freshmen. Everybody else has one, OJ Mayo, Kevin Love, but we have three. That's really good, and that's carrying our team for us, even though we're not getting the wins like they are, because they have more seniors that can lead them, and our seniors are kind of like playing down right now, but hopefully they'll pick it up. But
now, OJ lost to a Division II team.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, he did, but he's still OJ Mayo, so he's still going to get the respect.
The Pepperdine faithful have high expectations for the freshman class, even if they're unimpressed with Dan Johnson's athleticism.
He definitely did not get an A in dunking, but I believe he's got a pretty good polished set of skills, and I think you're going to probably see his jersey hanging up on the banners here after 4 years.
Now, they're obviously hot on the court.
True. Yep.
But we wanted to find out if they're hot off the court.
And who better to ask than the cheerleaders that they see every single day?
They see them every day. They travel with them. They're there all the time. Now, if you're thinking this is just an excuse for us to use our press passes to get into the cheerleaders' locker room,
you would be correct. Who is the cutest of the high-scoring freshmen on the Waves this year? We have Malcolm Thomas from San Diego. We have Tyrone Shelley from San Diego and Daniel Johnson from Australia. We want to know who you guys think is the cutest of those three. Tyrone.
This is the Tyrone Club. We like
Tyrone Club over here.
you were voted best looking of the class, of your freshman class. Now, how do you respond to that? It's a great honor.
It is a great honor. I didn't even know that, actually, so dang, thanks, cheerleaders.
I mean, maybe you should call one of them or something.
Maybe, actually. I should talk to some of them. I see them around school, and I just be like, going about school and basketball, so maybe I should start talking to some.
But what about the Aussie Adonis? Daniel Johnson.
Yeah.
You like the accent? Is the accent sexy to you?
like the initial Australian is really, you're like, oh, he must be great.
I mean, I don't know.
And then you sit next to him on the bus, and you realize that like maybe it's an Australian thing, maybe it's just like an introverted shy guy thing. Like, I don't know. It feels like anything I would do, he wouldn't listen.
But there's one wave in particular a certain cheerleader wants to catch. This is actually an open letter to John Reed. John, she's a gorgeous girl, and I don't know what you're thinking. I mean, what happened?
He doesn't return phone calls or texts or anything. He comes over to my house, sits there like a bump on a log, has no conversational skills. Like, I am trying.
So this, and I'm sure we can all see why you like him then. You know, no conversational skills. Yes.
In defense of John Reed, Avia has made not phone calls, but drunken phone calls.
Note, Pepperdine is a dry campus. No drinking was actually involved. She meant it metaphorically.
Love drunk. She loves him. The truth of the matter is, John Reed, Avia has a hard time with like illiterate guys wanting them to not be illiterate. It's like you just kind of have to accept these things.
Well, that would explain why he didn't return the texts.
John, we need to talk.
We think you should return her texts.
I mean, she's a great dancer.
Has an arm like Jeff George.
And guys are falling over themselves just to get a hold of something she's touched.
Even Willie the Wave is blinded by her beauty.
So, John, are you gonna call her?
I'd have to know which one. I couldn't tell you.
But don't get mad at John. He just loves all the Pepperdine cheerleaders.
They're all really good looking, actually. They're all really. We thank them a bunch for every night coming out and supporting us.
So, looks like we didn't make a love match here at Pepperdine University.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You can't really blame John Reed. I mean, there's plenty of gorgeous girls all across this campus.
They're all blonde. It's like it rains bleach here.
I would agree with that, yes.
Now, you can't blame him, though. He is a wave.
Yes, okay. That's
So he kind of comes and goes as he pleases. You know, she's going to have to learn to live with the ebb and flow, or even the undertow of the relationship. Sometimes you're just dragged under.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when all else fails, you can always just ride the train